Hello and welcome to this issue of Alert, the forum for discussing a whole range of human element issues in the maritime industry. One of those issues is absolutely key: the need for ship owners and operators to recognise the needs of the end user, the seafarer, during the design and build stages.
Maybe you don't need to think about people when designing a ship, or get rewarded for not involving them during build.
But nobody can pretend that ships can operate without them.
But our ships are increasingly complex, and a high price is often paid when critical systems fail. And we're not just talking about dollars and cents. We're talking about human life.
But in most cases, ship systems are protected by strict design standards and tolerances, by redundancy and by feedback processes. These will ultimately activate an alarm of some sort or take corrective action. But the performance and well-being of the crew are also critical. And although they are protected by standards and codes such as STCW, ISM and ILO, there's a problem. Seafarers don't come fitted with gauges and alarms.
If the manning policies are not realistic, if the watchkeeping patterns are not workable, then the seafarer might well become fatigued and eventually worn out. If there is no feedback process in place through education, effective communication, and a positive safety and company culture, then the seafarer will not be able to recognise when he or she becomes worn out.
We need to start putting things together. We need to understand that the efficiency and reliability of seafarers will be undermined if the ship itself hasn't been designed and built to purpose, or if they haven't been provided with appropriate training, easy to understand procedures, and clear instructions so that they can safely operate the ship's systems, or if there are no appraisals, no mentoring, and no regular health checks, or if they're not following a healthy lifestyle. A ship is a dangerous place, and it's the responsibility of ship owners, managers and operators to develop proper procedures and maintenance programs and to ensure that their seafarers are properly trained.
When it comes to safe ship operations, as the title suggests, communication skills are vital.
A powerful tool for understanding, cooperation and action, but communication can also make us confused and frustrated. With a mixed crew, communication becomes more of a challenge since, very often, the messages sent are not the same as the messages received. A situation not helped by the fact that, in some cultures, people speak what they mean, while in other cultures, people do just the opposite. There is no doubt that poor communication can and does cause accidents, loss of life, environmental damage. It is an increasing concern for ships' crews, owners and operators.
Stress at work is probably the most neglected area of injury. Again, it's something that could affect the safe operation of the ship. Yet, how many doctors during a medical examination ask a seafarer about living and working conditions, the environment, the hours and the workload? How many seafarers complain of harassment by officers or of discrimination on the grounds of race, sex, religion, etc.? How many complain about bullying or intimidation? Now, if the answer is none, then we need to ask why. And the chances are it's because employers simply don't have, as part of their grievance and disciplinary policies, the procedures in place to educate, to prevent or complain.
There is a commonly held view that the image of the industry needs to be improved by promoting it, quite rightly, as the driver of global commerce. But we need to look at more than just the public image. Good ship operators understand the benefits of a well-trained, reasonably paid and well-respected crew. And they need to make life more difficult for those operators who do not.
That's all for now. Visit the website if you want to look at this issue in more detail. You can read what other marine professionals from around the world have to say on the subject. Until next time, take care.